the recantation of self-proclaimed Zaldico Bagman Orly Goteza. Senate Blue Ribbon Committee Chair Erwin Tulfo and his Vice Chair Ping Lacson took this development in stride. Details from mobile journalist Merimon Reyes. Merimon, ang tanong dito, bakit hindi nagulat ang mga senador sa pag-recant ni Goteza?
Diego, on the part of Senator Ping Lacson, since day one na nagkaroon na talaga ng suspicion itong si Senator Ping kay Orly Goteza and yung nakikitang parang may coaching on the part of Senator Dante Marcoleta na who during those times sa Blue Ribbon Committee ay sinasabi ni Senator Marcoleta, lumapit daw sa kanya si Goteza sa kanyang opisina at bilang senador, ito raw yung tungkulin niya. Kaya ipinresenta niya, naging parang surprise witness pa nga, supposedly itong si Goteza. And sinabi naman dyan ni ngayon Blue Ribbon Committee Chairman Senator Erwin Tulfo, ipapaubayan na nila sa Office of the Ombudsman lahat ng investigation that has to do with the flood control scandal. Kasi kung ang usapan daw dito is accountability, mas mabilis daw sa Ombudsman compared daw sa Senate. It might take a month or two pagdating sa hearings nito at may pagkabagal daw. So, for now, ipapaubaya raw nila ito. And for other issues na, or kung sakaling magkaroon ng ibang figures na lalabas din dito, they might step in the Blue Ribbon or they will proceed na sa iba't ibang issue na kailangan nila talakayin. Also, itong si Senator Ping Lacson, currently naman, he is also proposing stricter penalties. He announced plans to file a bill imposing heavier penalties and fines for subornation of perjury or the act of inducing or forcing another person to commit perjury. And itong initiative, it follows the recent recantations nga of Orly Goteza and 3 members of the supposed Maleta Boys, yung mga nagpapadala ng flood control kickback sa iba't ibang nakinabang nito. Pero sinasabi ni Senator Ping, hindi raw nawi-weaken or hindi mawi-weaken yung current cases na against dito sa mga ito, yung pagre-recant ni Orly Goteza. And yung sinasabi ni Senator Ping, may trend daw ng contradictory testimonies and recantations. He sees it as a lucrative business na ginagamit daw para matarget ang political figures. And ang sinasabi rin ni Senator Ping, he is emphasizing the need for stricter enforcement of RA 11594. Ito yung law na kino-author niya. This increased the penalty for perjury to prison mayor and a 1 million peso fine. For public officers or employees kasi na nakalagay dito na found guilty, the penalty includes up to 12 years of imprisonment and perpetual absolute disqualification from holding government office. At ang sabi rin ni Senator Ping, kung sino raw yung directly offended or prejudiced by the perjury should file the complaint. Or dito sa case ni Goteza, maaari raw na kung nanaisin nga, ito si former House Speaker Martin Romualdez na pinpoint ni Goteza, maganda din daw magsampa ng kaso laban dito.
Okay,
Diego.
Merimon, before we move on to the next topic, I'd like to ask lang a little about this now. Kasi yung investigation ng Ombudsman was predicated on Goteza's statement, corroborated by the other witnesses they have on the list. Ngayon, we all know si Senator Ping Lacson was already has apprehensions kay Goteza. May nabanggit ba siya? Kasi he's been coordinating with the Ombudsman. So may nabanggit ba siya if he already warned the Ombudsman not to use Goteza?
Diego, ang sabi ni Senator Ping, nung time na siya naman ang may hawak pa ng Blue Ribbon Committee, hanggang sa present time, hawak pa rin naman ng majority itong Blue Ribbon. Lahat daw ng findings na meron sila Senator Ping, yung documentary evidence, yung mga nakalap nila sa mga lumipas na pagdinig, even yung mga under oath na sinasabi ni Goteza, lahat ng mga yan, binigay na nila sa Office of the Ombudsman. So, ang sinasabi pa ni Senator Ping, ito na yung pwedeng makatulong sa case build-up na ginagawa ng Ombudsman, pero iba naman yung manner kasi ng Ombudsman sa pag-verify ng lahat ng information.
Okay.
Kumbaga, on the part of the Senate, ito yung meron kami, pero the ball is now in the hands of the Ombudsman.
Alright, Merimon, itong week na ito, no, medyo nabitin tayo sa impeachment trial because may nangyaring, of course, habagat, no, and mga floods. What do we expect on Monday? And si Acosta pa, no? So do we expect interjections from the senators? Ano ang pwede natin abangan?
Mukhang hindi pa, Diego, kasi hindi pa tapos yung direct examination na prosecution dito kay Gina Acosta.
Hindi pa tapos yung kay Ligutan. Okay.
Hindi pa. Kasi nga dahil hindi nga maganda ang panahon at itinuloy kasi yung impeachment trial nitong Monday, they had to finish the proceeding at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And itong si Attorney Armando Ligutan, siya yung nagko-conduct ng examination kay Gina Acosta, the first hostile witness ng pros na dineclare ng impeachment court. And ang pwedeng mangyari on Monday, it's a continuation of her direct examination. Kung matapos man, cross-exam na on the part of the defense, pwedeng magkaroon pa ng redirect or recross. And then questions na from the
Okay.
senator judges. Pero part of the agenda rin kung ipapasok na on Monday is yung possible ruling ng impeachment court kung sino ba sa dalawang panig, kung prosec ba or defense ang may violation talaga sa sub judice rule.
Yes, oo.
Pero they'll only give their ruling pagkatapos na mapakinggan yung explanation ni Attorney Ligutan. Dapat itong Monday siya, pero ang sabi ni Attorney Reggie Tongol, spokes ng impeachment court, hindi raw naging akma for netong Monday na ipasok yon, kaya it should have been done the next day. Pero
Yeah,
dahil wala
yeah.
nitong Tuesday, wala nung Wednesday, baka ngayong Monday mangyari na rin yun.
Kasi Marimon, atrasado na tayo, no? Kasi given na assuming na Monday hindi matapos before lunch ang the direct examination ni Attorney Ligutan, so the defense will cross-examine pa and may carry over. Do we expect na, well, to hear from the senator soon as to an adjusted calendar ng impeachment trial?
According to Attorney Tonggol, sa mga ordinaryong korte raw kasi and sa kanilang mga abogado, it's normal na hindi usually nasusunod yung timeline ng mga trial or ng mga court proceeding. Pero kung pagdating daw dito sa specific article of impeachment, kasi nasa 31 days yung inalat talaga ng prosecution, medyo behind na raw. So, ang pwedeng mangyari, it's either the impeachment court will be adding hours to every impeachment trial day, or pag natapos na yung, kumbaga nabuno na yung 92 days pero hindi pa tapos, they will be adding
Okay.
more days to the impeachment trial in general. Part of the consideration din na pinag-uusapan pa rin ng senator judges is ilalagay na raw sa hapon ulit yung impeachment trial. Pero hanggat wala pang nagiging formal announcement, 10 a.m. to around 3 or 4 in the afternoon pa rin ang trial.
Oh, sige, abangan natin yan. But equally as important, Merimon, yung national budget deliberations, no, after the House discussions. Ngayon, ano ang preparation ng Senado dito? Because this will eat up a lot of their time. So you have the national budget deliberations, you will have the impeachment trial. Paano yung mga ibang pending bills na nasa LEDAC din?
Diego, ang nasabi na dyan ni Senate President Sherwin Gatchalian, dahil marami silang kailangang i-juggle altogether, tinitingnan nila using Fridays and Saturdays na usually wala naman talagang pasok ang
Saturday.
Senado for committee hearings. And yes, that would include Saturday, especially for budget hearings. And ang nangyayari tulad ng mga lumipas na linggo, dahil umaapaw yung committee hearings sa iba pang kailangang asikasuhin ng Senado, kumukuha ka na ng room or ng space sa PICC for the supposed hearings, meetings, etc. And isa na rin yan sa magiging priority nila sa mga susunod na linggo. Pero ang
Okay.
sinisiguro naman ni Finance Committee Chairman Senator J.B. Ejercito, tulad ng sinimulan na legasiya ni former Finance Chair and SP Gatchalian, everything will be transparent daw. Lahat seen in public eye, even wala raw bycam na saradong pinto, even yung transcripts tulad last time, magiging uploaded din daw ito, all documents will be seen at yun yung isa sa mga aabangan natin, yung pangako rin ni Senator JV on budget transparency.
Well, that's good news kung matuloy yan, no? But for the meantime, maraming salamat sa updates, mobile journalist Merimon Reyes.